Have you ever wondered why there are so many languages in the world? Imagine a time when everyone spoke the same tongue, understood each other perfectly, and worked together in harmony. Now, picture that unity being shattered in an instant. This is the story of the Tower of Babel, a tale of human ambition, divine intervention, and the birth of the world's diverse languages and cultures. Our story begins in the land of Shinar, in ancient Mesopotamia, not long after the Great Flood. The descendants of Noah had multiplied and spread across the fertile plains. They were united by a common language, a shared purpose, and an unshakable belief in their own capabilities. One day, a group of leaders came together with a grand vision. "Come," they said, "let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth." Their words, recorded in Genesis 11:4, reveal the dual nature of their ambition, to achieve greatness and to maintain unity. The people rallied behind this audacious plan. They began to make bricks, burning them thoroughly to create strong building materials. They used tar for mortar, ensuring their structure would stand firm against the elements. As the city grew and the tower stretched skyward, a sense of pride swelled within the hearts of the builders. Day by day, the tower climbed higher. Its spiraling form became a testament to human ingenuity and cooperation. The people believed that nothing was beyond their reach. They dreamed of touching the heavens, of making themselves equal to God. Their ambition knew no bounds. Their unity seemed unbreakable. But as the tower rose, so did the concern of the divine. The Lord looked down upon the city and the tower that mortals were building. He saw their pride, their ambition, and their potential for even greater feats. In Genesis 11:6-7, God says, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." In a moment that would change the course of human history, God acted. Suddenly, the once unified workforce found itself in chaos. Workers called for tools, but their requests were met with confusion. Architects tried to explain their plans, but their words fell on uncomprehending ears. The air filled with a cacophony of new and unfamiliar sounds as each person spoke in a language unintelligible to others. Imagine the scene: lifelong friends unable to communicate, families struggling to understand one another, and the grand project grinding to a halt. The once mighty tower, a symbol of their unity and ambition, now stood as a monument to their confusion and division. Unable to continue their work or even live together in harmony, the people had no choice but to abandon their grand project. They scattered across the earth, forming separate communities based on their new linguistic groups. This dispersion led to the development of diverse cultures, traditions, and ways of life that we see in our world today. The city and its unfinished tower came to be known as Babel, which sounds like the Hebrew word for confused. It's a name that encapsulates the dramatic turn of events, from a place of unity and ambition to one of confusion and dispersal. But what lessons can we draw from this ancient tale? First, it warns against the dangers of unchecked pride and ambition. The people of Babel sought to make a name for themselves, to elevate their status to that of God. Their hubris led to their downfall, reminding us of the importance of humility and recognizing our place in the grand scheme of things. Secondly, the story highlights the power of language. It shows how crucial communication is for cooperation and unity. In our modern globalized world, we often take for granted our ability to bridge language barriers. Yet, miscommunication and misunderstanding continue to be sources of conflict and division. The Tower of Babel also raises questions about the nature of diversity. While the confusion of languages initially appears as a punishment, it ultimately led to the rich tapestry of human cultures we see today. Perhaps there's a hidden blessing in our differences, a divine plan to create a world of varied perspectives and experiences. Moreover, the story invites us to reflect on our own towers, the projects, ambitions, and goals we pursue. Are we building them for the right reasons? Are we seeking to serve others and honor God, or are we driven by a desire for personal glory? In our modern world, we've achieved feats that the people of Babel could only dream of. We've built skyscrapers that truly scrape the sky, sent people to walk on the moon, and created a global network that connects billions of people. Yet, the lessons of Babel remain relevant. We must balance our ambitions with humility, our progress with wisdom, and our unity with respect for diversity. The story of the Tower of Babel, brief as it is in the Bible, has had a lasting impact on human consciousness. It has inspired countless works of art, literature, and philosophy. It continues to provoke thought and discussion about the nature of language, the dangers of pride, and the challenges of human cooperation. As we conclude our journey through this ancient tale, let's remember that while we may speak different languages and come from diverse cultures, we are all part of the human family. Our differences need not divide us. Instead, they can enrich our collective experience and broaden our understanding of the world. The unfinished Tower of Babel stands as a powerful symbol, a reminder of human potential, the consequences of pride, and the beauty of our diversity. It challenges us to build bridges of understanding across our differences, to approach our ambitions with humility, and to recognize the value in every language, every culture, and every individual. So the next time you encounter someone who speaks a different language or comes from a different culture, remember the Tower of Babel. In our differences, we find the true richness of human experience, and in our unity, tempered by humility and mutual respect, we can achieve great things, not by reaching for the heavens, but by working together here on Earth. Like and subscribe for more.